Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very fucking important. And my videos are not important to basically the simplistic of minds, NPCs, sensitives. People like to drink, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like to smoke, people like have tattoos. I said that twice. People like DMT, people like marijuana, people like to who basically fit in with everybody else. So you just like to do everything else, like everybody else. You like to think like everybody else. You're religious, okay? But I always say that in my intro to throw 80% of you off. I do not look for subscribers because of my clientele. It's very small because I'm smart. I don't need the popularity. Okay, you subscribing to me can cause me trouble because you know how the YouTube algorithm is. That somebody will hate on some of my videos and just hate on the too many of them, and the next thing you know, pull down my goddamn channel. But it's okay because I have it all here. Okay, and I also have my Patreon, in which you can join. You can get to go to my secret privatized YouTube and you'll see much more explicit, knowledgeable stuff there, esoteric knowledge, and you can continue on. Please read my credentials down below. There is no male on the internet like myself. Okay, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm just talking within 10 minutes. Okay, and let's begin with the videotape. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Okay, all right. This video is going to be about your first date. Now, in my past, as I was growing up, my teeth used to be fucked up, but my game was tight. Okay, females considered me a 7 overall. And I wear glasses. Okay, I don't wear them in the videos that much, but sometimes I do. I got a mole here, and I'm only 5'8". Okay, 5'7.5". Okay, you want to say. And females dig my style. They like my personality because I'm bubbly. Okay, I'm cheery. I'm talkative. I'm communicative. I'm highly intelligent. Okay, but of course, from my dating experience, all the way when I was 17 years old, living in Brooklyn, New York, the Bed-Stuy area, I was dressed differently. I didn't do things like everybody else does. I am Jesus. I have no sins, so I was locked away. I didn't really pertain to society like everybody else did. As a matter of fact, when it was 70 to 80 degrees outside, I would wear an Eskimo coat to protect myself and my image because I had a problem with my image. But one day, I snapped out of that shit. My mom stole the coat, okay, and she told me, you got to get out there like everybody else does. And eventually moved me out of Brooklyn, New York, okay, when I was like 17 years old. I began to do crazy things in my past, okay? I used to walk around and shit with a strap on and shit. I used to walk around and try to search females out or search guys who think they're too conceited and shit, and then take their girls away even though my teeth was fucked up. But one day I got my teeth fixed, and then I was very successful at basically being a virtual boyfriend, a fetish gigolo, a babysitter, yada, yada, yada. I did a lot of services for women. Okay, all right? I did a lot of reading and research, okay? But when it comes to dating, okay, right, you guys, this is a message for you guys. You are going to make sure you don't want to be a blue pill like I have. I've taken women out too many times to Red Lobster, too many, and I got tired of it. And I wasn't getting none, okay? Now, lucky for me, I wasn't really interested in having sex with females who are goddamn not virgin, okay? Because that's the first two things that I talked about at the dinner table with them. And basically, since my teeth was fucked up at the time, it was not working well because they was looking at my teeth. They wasn't trying to help me, and I was too talkative, and my breath stinking. I had halitosis. And now, one day I met a female, and she said, why don't you get your teeth fixed with Medicare? And so I fixed my teeth, and both of my teeth, upper and bottom, are removed. Most of my teeth was good, but this was the fronts. It was really messed up. But anyway, long story short, I digress here. As I took women out, I started reducing them, taking them to Red Lobster, because I figured common sensely they was using me for a free meal. Okay, they didn't want to talk. They didn't want to hear my demands and my high standards. And they even say it to me. I said, what do you think I am? You think you want me to be your slave? I'm like, no, I want you to serve me as I will serve you. It's a trade, okay? And the guy, I took the advice of the pimps in the past, and I basically told them this is how it's supposed to be, polygyny, virginity. They wasn't virgins, but I wanted to try to do a business deal with them. So this is my advice to all you guys who want to take women out on their first date. Since I know most of you don't have nothing to sell women, okay? You basically can't. What is this, man? you basically can do a business transaction. You could do strap-on dildo fucking. Okay, you don't have to have sex with females. You could be a masseuse. You could be a services for them. But they were broke. That was my problem with a lot of females. They didn't have no money or no kind of qualities that I liked. Okay, there was one time I was in the back of a library and I did this candle magic shit on her, and I felt that she was the one, and she was dark skinned, she was short and everything else. But the thing is that the candle blew out on its own. Okay, and we was in the library and people thought we was trying to make out in the back of the library. But then on my head, I was thinking about Thanksgiving for some reason, and then I just wanted to drop her, even though she was beautiful. I just got tired of taking women out. I remember I left this female high and dry in the McDonald's because she kept eyeballing motherfuckers, and I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, why are you looking? I didn't like that shit. It made me feel very uneasy because I realized that taking women out was a waste of my time. So I just started taking them to coffee, okay? And when you meet women on the dating services, which is not going to work at all. I made a video about dating online, okay? It's very, very difficult for good guys. If you got a lot of money, don't flaunt it. Don't talk about what your monies are because they're going to take advantage of you, okay? You know, don't tell them how much you got. That's simping. You don't do that, and I never did that, and I was well off, okay? I don't need to work because the government says I'm special, okay? And I work for the government because they use my brain for supernatural purposes. I work for the United States government, the freest country of all, the free world of the free world, the greatest country of all. But when you take women out, you have to have a list to talk of things to talk about, and I always did. Every time I had an encounter with a female, online or off, okay, it was always a great conversation. And then sometimes the foolish girl would say, my father would not like you, okay? And I'm like, okay, your father don't know me, but I know you like me, okay, right? So you shouldn't even worry about your father for now. And sometimes people also lie and say they were into polygyny and virginity, but that's easily destroyed because of their girlfriends. And you got to watch their history. You got to watch how females have socialization. But that's what all I wanted to say in this video. Start taking women out to cup of cocoa and a cup of coffee. Okay? Don't take them out to dinner. That can get pretty expensive. If they can't bring some conversation to the table and they can't give you no trade, there is no way. No money, no honey. No virgin honey, no money. Okay, there has to be some sort of trade. There is absolutely no trade with going out on a date with 80 females. Always since back in 2000, 1999. Always. I'm trying to tell you I'm older than most of you guys out there. I'm Generational X. You have to listen to me. I know there's a lot of guys who want to be like me, but they can't because they can't do porn. Okay, they can't do fans only like I do. I am beyond Kevin Samuels, and I really don't want to be better than him. Everybody's different in their own way. Rest in peace, his soul. Okay. Don't copy off my styles, young bucks out there. Don't do that. Don't be a buster. You know, come to me and be humble. Be humble in the presence of the Lord, okay? Your God and your Savior, okay? All right? Don't take women out on dates. You could take her out for a cup of coffee to see what your trade agreements are going to be. Okay, I know most of you guys can't do polygyny, and I know most of you guys are not going to ask that question if she's a virgin because she's fine as hell. I remember this chocolate dropout I used to talk to on the basketball court. She was trying to lie and say she was a virgin, but she really meant she didn't have sex for 10 years. She told me. I took that bitch out to the fucking laundromat and dropped her ass there, okay? She said she got paid $600 per man for an invitation or something like that. Okay, you're a prostitute. Okay, I'm not interested in prostitutes. I'm interested in business. Your money going to my pockets. That's how it is. That's how alphas think. But of course, I'm not a pimp. I have services to sell, okay, you know, and you guys can't do that, I know. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say about dating. What do you do on your first date? You have a list of things that you demand, okay? This is the things you want, yada, 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 a cup of coffee, and then you keep calling her. You keep talking to her. You make her smile. You ask her if she's a virgin. She's not a virgin. You can still use her. She can still be used, okay? Babies are like collateral damage, okay? You can make a profit off of babies. You don't need her. But you got to make a plan for that shit. You got to know the law. You got to know how to fill out paperwork. That's where you come to me. I got a Patreon. Check out my credentials down below. And I'll talk very quick without a script. Other than that, I'm a Joe average man. I'm not your Peter Pan.